On this episode of Roofing How To Ridge Cap Install, we're gonna go through real quick on this little bitty garage some basic tips and tricks and concepts on which direction to run, how to start it, how to wrap it up, where your nail placement goes, and why we do some of the things we do. So once you've roofed both sides up and you're within the dimension of the ridge cap covering it, you need to know if you're gonna go over ridge vent or not. In this case, we got a couple box vents. We're not using ridge vent. Otherwise, it'd be the same, just longer nails. And well, slight difference. You'd wanna tuck under, overlap your ridge cap. But in this case, let's start on how you choose which direction to go. You don't just throw it down wherever. You typically want to run it into your prevailing winds. So here in our area, the prevailing winds come out of the southwest predominantly is the direction the storms come. Why that matters, if you were to lap these like that and say your predominant winds come this direction, they're hooking these corners here over time, you risk it picking up and then affecting the seal strip or just ripping them off. So if the wind, if you install it in your prevailing winds coming this direction, the wind will actually blow across these a lot easier, and you're not going to have that risk of them blowing off. So how you start your corner edge here. Let me put the GoPro on and we'll go through this really quick, start to finish. So a little pointer here, if your if your Gable metal is pointing up, just take your hammer and just gently tap it so it's rounded over smooth. You don't want it cutting through. You also don't want to just simply throw one piece down and call it good, because you've got one layer here, plus you have nothing sealing this down. If you were to do that, I'd advise you to put a little dab of sealer under these. But what you can do is just make a simple starter piece for your hip and ridge, just like you would any other area of your roof. And in this case, you're going to cut your visible good side off, just past by this little seal strip here. You're going to line that up first about where the center is. Or in this case, you're going to crack a chalk line from one piece to this piece so you have a line to follow. But we're going to start around the corner end, so you're passing your head lap here and here on this side. Get your nails. Watch your depth, that one blew through. I like to double nail everything, and you keep it near your seal strip. Don't come through your edge metal, so be cautious of that. Now this is pinned down. Then when you put this piece on, granted it's winter, but once you get a little bit of sun, once this is pinned down, this will seal to that seal strip, and that's stuck down by the nails. So that's really all there is to getting it started. You're gonna do the same thing down on that end. I don't have my pouch, but that needs beat down. Same thing on that end, facing this direction. Even though you're gonna run it all that way, from north to south or east to west in our region, your area might be different. Once you've got your chalk line cracked, it's really simple to do. You can just get this lined up so you're covering your seal strip, typically where this notch is, right here. And you're just gonna shoot two nails, whether it's like this or like that. You don't want them pinned in way up here. I see a lot of guys do that real quick and careless on their nail placement, but the leverage, this shingle is gonna eventually seal to this seal strip, but yet it lifts in the wind. So you wanna make sure you keep them down near your edge where it needs to be. Same, you don't want them way back here. So once you're lined up and you're ready to rock, double nail, either this way or that way like I did here. Just wanted to nail two nails. Now I gotta grab my hammer. We will get this chalk. You got chalk on you? Yeah. We'll just knock this out real quick. I might put it in fast forward to get down to that end and show you the wrap up side. You wanna shoot all day?
That's not shot.
We'll get in here in a minute. Let's get the chalk laid on the alley side. It's the same thing. This isn't done yet. We're just lining it up to get your chalk line on. So you want to make sure you're covering all of your exposed, your nails and your head lap. Good, I'll pop your way. Good, kind of a purple or a red and blue chalk. I can see it all day. Two guys can really go quick. One guy can still go fairly decent. What I don't recommend is two guys and he's simply handing the piece of cap to the other guy. Why not just throw it down so he's just focused on nailing? I need your hammer too, I'll come back to those. Just watch from here out and I'll get these couple here. That's actually my backup in there. Is that yours?
That's mine, look at the top of it.
I've got one just like it.
I know, but I had to drive a nail on the top, right up here.
Okay, we're good. Take my gloves off. Grip them quicker. So what I try to do is, there's a little notch right here. I'm putting them about to there. So it's got a little extra coverage covering your nails. I was just explaining a minute ago on the placement of the nails, where to keep them just a little bit lower.
Ugh. Hold on.
I typically like to have the guy shoot my side, so I can let go, it's pinned down, he can fold and finish pinning while the guy actually laying it, he's already moving to the next piece. Let me know if you need a handy one. Shock is pretty thin. Here it comes. I'm also trying to kind of watch his nail placement on my side. If I see something I know to hold up and pound them down. Jesus. This one right here, hammer. Thank you. Hook. So on the same thing, if you've got anything rough and sharp, pound it down, just smooth it out a little bit, cut it back, whatever. Take your next piece to get a starter strip on your Gable end out here. Just simply cut the visible part. You can probably cut the other side, but what you're after is the seal strip. That's what you're after. Get it lined up on your line. He's going to nail it off near the outer edge. Cautious not to shoot through your Gable metal, Gable edge. And you're ready to put your cap on top. It will again seal down to that. Then to get your final wrap up piece, just keep bringing it over and trim it. I like to try to keep the seal strip on both pieces. Almost lost my ring. And then on the final, you're going to cut the tar strip side off. Center it up over these. Now you can put a seal strip of a good sealer because these aren't going to seal right away until probably, springtime, summertime. So a bit of caulking goop, you can put somewhere your nails are going to fasten through. It's up to you. I don't like to shoot right down the edge or the bottom. Keep them in a little bit. Some guys I would see just do one like this. I like to do about 4 in that area, kind of like that. And then we just simply seal them to the top. These here, it's not a big deal. You're not going to have a lot of rain runoff, but I do recommend put a sealer on it. You follow the channel, you know I hate tar, so don't use tar. Use a Geocell or a silicone brand, something that's not going to eat up the shingles. And that's about all there is to it. If you have any other ridges or hips, there's a slight different technique. If you have like a dormer going into another hip, I'll show that on another video. All right, that's all there is to it. Wrap up. You know what to do. Smash the thumbs up button. Make it turn blue. Annihilate it, as my boy Stephen Graham out in Cali says. I think he's moving to Vegas now. So if you haven't heard him, check him out. He does some really good content on finance. It'll help you out. New Year's time resolutions. Check out Stephen Graham and his channel. He's good. If you haven't heard of him, he's a big YouTuber. Anyway, like I said, smash it so the YouTube algorithm pushes it to other people looking up this video. Subscribe if you're not. If you are, thank you. Drop me a comment below. I'll get back and try to read all of them. Let me know if you have any questions or future content you want me to cover here on the channel. And until next time, be safe and see you guys then.